So, I think I'm going to start posting Magic content a little bit more often now. Just because I've been playing it a lot recently, and I am actively playing it competitively. So I need to start grinding decks, I need to test decks, and I need to start playing with the new cards in the set. And this will give me an avenue in which to do so. Which is why kind of my uploads have been a little bit more sporadic recently. So today we are going to be testing currently a list for, I called it Boros Aggro, but it's mainly just like Boros Discard, where I'm going to be playing Fear of Missing Out. So I'm going to be playing the new Pursue the Past to be able to discard cards, to draw cards. I also gain a little bit of life off it, which is sweet. For only 2 mana is nice. Coolbert Roots is going to help me damage my opponent for cards that I discard, and is also a discard outlet as well. And we're going to be playing Makos. We're going to try and make these guys as big as possible and put a huge threat in play as soon as I can. And then, of course, I have a removal suite of Seam Rips, Burst Lightnings, Lightning Helixes, and all that. But to top off this suite of cards, and the only reason I think this deck is even viable in the first place is because of this card, Lorehold Charm. This is an insanely powerful card that I'm genuinely surprised ended up getting printed, but I'm super glad that it did, because it does 3 very, very important things all on one card. Now, you only get one effect, but you can make your opponent sack a non-token artifact, or you can reanimate an artifact or creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard into play, or you can give your creatures +1/+1 and trample. Now, all of these do very, very different things that will punish your opponent or advance your game state. In our case, the main 2 modes that I'm going to be most likely using is the return target artifact or creature card into play. Considering that all of our creatures are 2 mana or less, it's going to be very easy to do that. And then the other aspect is to give the creatures +1/+1 and trample. I don't think this will come up too often though, as standard in Magic is filled with a lot of removal, and is just filled with people who have like counterspells and answers, and so I don't think the trample is going to be very relevant, but it can come into play when you have a like 6/6 Marauding Mako coming at you and you want to chump it with like a 2/2 or maybe a 3/3 and take a little bit of damage. Now you're going to be taking a little bit more damage on top of that. Typically though, I probably will be holding charms to try and reanimate pieces because of the removal suite that's currently in. And just in case things go belly up, we have put in a couple board wipes to take things down a notch. I don't know if 2 board wipes is enough. We might have to do 3. I did, in the sideboard, put an extra split up in the sideboard. That just might have to go to the main board, in all honesty. I've played a few games with this deck already, and I am noticing that this is probably a little bit of a weak point in the deck building. But we're going to keep testing, and hopefully we'll get some good showings today for it. Sideboard is pretty standard for the meta currently. A little bit of punishing on creatures with authority. We have a nice modal spell that'll let me pop artifacts, pop enchantments to deal with decks like Is It Lessons. And then I have the Graveyard Hate of Soul Guide Lanterns, because these work really well with Lorehold Charm. So I can keep reanimating the Soul Guide Lantern if necessary. I think this is a better addition in this version of the deck, rather than Rest in Pieces. High Noons, we're not casting too many spells. This won't punish us, and we will be able to do the sacrifice part of it, which can win us games. It's 5 damage. It's very important to do. A Braid, just a 1 of in the deck, just be able to destroy another artifact, just another version of Requisition Raid. And then I chose to put Galvanizes in the deck because we're just going to be drawing a lot of cards. Like, this is what this deck does. And this will help us also deal with the Elementals deck is. The average toughness of that deck is 5. Boros Charms, Torpor Orbs, very common. Another modal spell, protect a bunch of stuff, stop creatures from ETBing, and then finally Wilting Heat as another way to deal 5 damage for 2 mana is crazy. But on that, I think we're just going to run this through. I'm going to give it 5 games, and then we're going to evaluate the deck and see where we're at. All right, I'll see you in game 1. All right, so what do we got here? 4 lands, Mako, Burst Lightning, Get Lost. We have removal, we have a creature. This land is very important too because it can be a creature and can start attacking with Mako. So I think this is a very good keepable hand. Let's just hope our draws can keep up with what we need to do. I think what I want to do is I want to play the Bivouac first, because then I can play Mako and hold up a Burst Lightning if necessary. These guys might even just be on straight control, so I definitely, if possible, I want to start forcing them to do certain things like using their counter spells very early on things that may not matter to me right now. Yeah, these guys are definitely not wanting to do a whole lot. We'll just go Sundown Pass. Let's see if they'll let me discard. Like, I got no counter spells, I got no way of dealing with them, so I think just jamming cards and going from there is probably my best bet. We're going to hold on to this Mako just in case I need to Burst Lightning something. But I have a feeling they're not going to do too much. Yeah, consult the star charts is nice. They didn't kicker it, so they're only getting 1 card. It's essentially an Anticipate. So, right now they could probably put an Aang into play. It's just going to get rid of the Mako, probably. Yeah, that makes the most sense to get rid of Mako. So they got an Aang they can put into play right now, which is a 2/3. I'm not about that, but it is what it is. We're just going to try and see if they will do something about the Burst Lightning. They just did not want to do anything. So I just want to play a Mako. Nothing crazy. And then we're going to try attacking. Now I have a Get Lost just in case. The biggest reason why I didn't want to animate my Bivouac is because they have a Demolition Field. So they would just kill it instantly, and I would just be down mana for the turn. Right now we're just gonna kill this Beza, I think. I could have gotten Spell Pierce there or Spell Snared, but Spell Snare I can't get out of. But I could have gotten Spell Pierce there. I think right now is the best time to use my Bivouac and just make a bunch of 2/2s. So we put a counter on this Mako, and now they have to double block something. So just force them out of it. I may be, quote, down mana, but realistically, I feel like that was just a win overall. Now, unfortunately, I have 2 planes in my hand, so we're not getting very far. I definitely want to draw a Pursue the Past, or Pursue the Past is actually really good here. Fear of Missing Out is nice. I would prefer Pursue, but Seam Rip, eh? I could do that just to get rid of their Seam Rip. Yeah, we'll just get my Mako back. They cannot turn their land into a creature, but they can ambush me with something. So that is always something to keep in mind. They could be playing main deck Tidebender, which is a 2/3. So this is, yeah, very unfortunate for us, I think. We're just going to be behind by a lot. Lorehold Charm is not bad. We're going to use this on my opponent's end step. Or at a nice opportune time to do so, because we can recur this Fear of Missing Out, and that will just draw us straight up a free card. But let's see if he counters it. We're going to return Fear of Missing Out. He hasn't used a single counterspell, so I am worried he just might counterspell, draw 2, discard a card off of 3. He did in 3 steps. That is interesting. That's not going to stop me from drawing a card. Which is the whole idea. Why am I drawing so many lands? Why am I drawing so many lands? Oh my god, this is not good. This is not good against this deck. Oh, and he kickered it too, so he's going to get 2 cards off his top 7. That's just as good as a dig through time. This is not good. Why am I getting lands, man? I don't want lands right now. Okay, what's my best draw? Removal? No. I definitely want Pursue. Yes! Give me Pursue. This card's nuts, man. Okay, we're going to pitch this. We're going to draw 2 cards. Okay, so I think we're just going to play Mako. And then we're going to attempt to play Fear of Missing Out, because that's just a draw card. He might not like that, though. Yeah, he definitely didn't like that, but that's fine, because I'm just going to buff up this guy a bit. Lightning Helix on top. I don't actually think I want to draw Lightning Helix. So I think I want to put that in the graveyard. Like, that can gain me 3 life, though. Does that matter? It's a 4-5 versus my 3-3. We'll be trading at that point. No. I think I want to draw something better than a Lightning Helix. Like, there's so many other cards that are better than a Lightning Helix in this spot. Yeah, I'm glad I did that then. Seam Rip really would have messed me up if I kept Lightning Helix on top. It's definitely not good for me. Still keeping up that counterspell mana. He's only used 1 counterspell this game. It makes me very worried that everything I play is just going to get countered. Like, I got literally nothing, so this is just a free counterspell for him, I think. Yeah, there it is. I'm not going to play a land just in case I do draw another Pursue the Past, because then I can pitch the land to draw 2 cards. That doesn't really hurt me that much, because I'm not a graveyard deck, which is nice. Like, I'm kind of a graveyard deck with the reanimations targets, but Lorehold Charm is so good that I could use it for other things as well. The biggest problem is they don't play artifacts, so like those 2 modes are dead. It's essentially only going to be used for that final mode. This might get countered, but we're gonna do it anyways. Because, like, what am I really holding it up for? Yep, he's just gonna straight counterspell. That's fine. Again, we're just gonna hold until I get Pursue. My range on this deck is so low for mana value, I really don't care that I'm not playing lands anymore. But I'm probably going to lose to this Beza. Oh, Burst Lightning is fine. I just gotta wait for a better time frame to use it. So I can pop this thing for 5 damage. We'll attempt to use it here anyways and see. Oh, I should have played the land. I didn't count out my mana. Oh, it doesn't deal 5. I'm dumb. It deals 4. I'm thinking of a different fucking card. Oh my god, that was so dumb of me. That was so dumb. I could have literally read the card. It was on the screen. Okay, so I'm definitely losing this game, and it's because I can't play Magic. That's fine. We got... I'm doing a best of 3 game here, so... It could be... I'm just drawing so many lands. I'm just gonna get out of this game. We're gonna go to game 2. That was a really bad play on my part, but I'm also just not able to deal with him at the moment. So I think what I want to do, Because he is control. I don't really need these burst lightnings. Like, they can hit my opponent for a lot of damage, but it just doesn't matter when all they do is counterspell. High Noon is also pretty useless against them. I think what I want... There's not really much that I want, realistically. But we can bring in these Boros Charms. We can bring in... I don't think Galvanizes are good. I think Wilton Heat is much better in this case. And... they're not really a creature deck. Oh, man. We are not an anti-control deck, really. Like, this guy's doing... I could bring in a Torpor Orb. That does hit my fear of missing outs, though. And... is that something I really want to be doing? Like, it's what, Aang and Beza? Because I don't think they're playing the Airbend version of the deck. I haven't actually seen that deck float around in a while. I think I'm supposed to bring in a split up as well. As an extra board wipe, just in case. And it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 18, 22 lands. I can't cut a land. I'll be too short on mana. Which is a wild thing to say. I think I can cut a Seam Rip for a split up, though. Like, actually... I think Seam Rips are worse than Burst Lightnings. So I can keep 2 Burst Lightnings in the deck. Yes. Because I can still deal 4 damage to their face off of a Burst Lightning at best. At worst, I just deal 2 damage, but... this is a whole lot of nothing. The biggest thing, this is much more keepable. I think what I'm going to do is probably pitch this split up. Because they're not going to be playing creatures for the most part. So we're just going to play this Mako. They're probably going to play a tapped land. Because that's like 90% of their mana. Yeah. Restless Anchorage. Cool. So we're going to play this, and we're just going to draw with Fear Missing Out. I'm going to pitch this Plains here. And we're going to get in for 2. Pursue the Past, that's so good. Thing is if they just keep up the 2 mana there. Oh, we can fake it with Inti. We're going to cast Inti. So if they exile Inti here, I'm fine. I don't want them to exile Pursue the Past, though, because this is actually our card advantage. But I do not care if they exile Inti at this current moment. Just going to get lost? That's also fine. We're going to play out another Mako, and I'm going to get in. I think I'm just going to pitch Pursue the Past. No, I don't want to pitch. Actually, no. No, that's not good. I need another card in my hand. This is the best thing you can do against control is put pressure on them. If you put pressure on them and force them to use their mana, there's not really much they can do. Wow, I just get Inti. That's hilarious. I think I'd rather just cast Pursue and see what they do. They don't care. Cool, I'm pitching Inti. We're just drawing a couple cards. That's actually kind of insane. I don't want to cast that right now, because they have that mana. So I'm going to see if they have a response to me doing it, and then we're just going to buff these guys. And we're going to put that in the graveyard. Because that'll unlock Fear, and then they allowed this to happen, so I get to untap my 3/3 and get in for even more damage. Which is a crazy clock. Like, they have this turn to figure out what to do. They just have a Beza. It's not bad, but not ideal either. I think I'm just gonna level up, but I'm not gonna actually go into combat. I don't want to attack just yet. I want some more cards in my hand to work with. But now, whenever I discard a card, it's going to deal them damage. And I can discard on my attack step. Lorehold Charm is so good. Okay. That'll get me NT back at instant speed, which is actually... which is kind of funny. I think what I want to do is... just going to attack with the fear of missing out, and we're going to untap fear. And I want to see what they do. I'm really curious. Because I'm fully untapped. Is it worth? Okay, so they're going to do that instead of killing my enchantment, which is fine, because I can instant speed bring it back, and I don't hate that option. We're just going to look at the top. Another fear. We're keeping him on top, too. That's the best part about this. So I'm going to attempt to resurrect fear, but either way, I'm getting fear of missing out. And now he can't actually swing with Beza either. So he either needs to animate his anchorage to get in for damage on me, or do something different. Yeah, we're getting back fear. I really hate how it organizes the graveyard every time you have to look into it. And I get to draw a card, which is pretty sweet. Lightning Helix. Oh, man. I don't even know if I want to discard that card. That card's actually really good. I think what I want to do is just go into combat. And then we're going to untap my 5/5. And I think I actually just want to discard Fear of Missing Out to draw a card. Oh, that's... okay. That changes so much. I'm glad I did that. 'Cause he's going to chump it, which is fine. And then I do it again. I decline. Yeah, that's fine. And we just end. Because I can do this at instant speed. I can cast these spells whenever I feel like it. And I don't think I'm ever going to kill the Beza. If he attacks with Beza, he loses the game instantly. He needs to find a board wipe. It's the only way this is going to do anything. Sure. I think he has a board wipe, which is fine. So I can still... yeah, Day of Judgment, that's perfectly fine. You get it. You get it, Queen. Because we're just going to Lightning Helix you. And then I have a Burst Lightning as well, which will deal exactly 4 damage. Actually, do I care about that? We're gonna wait. I want him to use more of his mana before I commit to trying to kill him with a Burst Lightning, or at least do it on his end step, where he has to actually respond to it. Sure. Okay, so he's gonna get rid of Cobalt Root? Yeah, that's fine. I can't do much to that. Let's see if he's got the counter spell for it. I think he does. He doesn't. So he's hoping to draw into it. Please. Fuck yeah. Okay. That worked. That could have failed too, because he could have top decked. He could have top decked it. But I think waiting was probably better instead of just jamming right away. Because I think if I jam there, I just straight lose. No matter what he draws afterwards, if he had the counterspell. There is some level to just high nooning, but I don't think I want to be high nooning in this deck. I think he only wants to cast like one spell a turn anyways, so it really doesn't matter. It's just the activated ability, and he main decks Seam Rips, so it really just doesn't matter. This is not keepable at all. One land, and none of it produces red. That does produce red, but I can't play the game. What is happening? Why? Why is this happening to me? No, you just keep giving me one land hands. I don't think I can keep one land hands like this. Oh my god. To put 3 back. Sorry, no, I have to put 2 back right now. If I mulligan, I'll have to put 3 back. Oh, I really don't want to do this. I gotta go down. Okay, I have 2 lands here, so I gotta keep 4. We're gonna put Wilton Heat back. We're gonna put a Pursue the Past, and I think Lightning Helix just has to go, because the idea is that I play Fear Missing Out and get rid of Pursue the Past. So I'm just gonna play this tapped, because then I can just play a Plains into this, and then this will just be untapped anyways. And then I don't have to lose 2 life for Shocking in my Foundry. Oh, he kept Rest in Peace, and that's actually kind of interesting. I don't think that stops what I want to discard, though, because I do still like having Fear. It just means that I won't get my extra attack off of Fear, which is fine. Lowers the aggression a little bit, but I'm just going to attack. And then I think we just jam and see if he has a counterspell. No counterspell. Interesting. Pitch a land, draw Inti. Inti's actually really good here. Okay, so he could just play Day Judgment and mess up my entire day right now. I do have Inti, but that is kind of unfortunate if that is the case. I think I don't want to Burst Lightning, though, right now. I want to hold Burst Lightning just in case something happens. I think I just cast Inti. And then we attack. He just has no responses for anything. That's interesting. I'm going to pitch the land, because it'll exile a card off Inti, and then I can put a counter here. Worst case scenario, I just don't get anything castable. Best case scenario, I get a land. And it forces him to use Smite. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care if you exile it. It just is what it is. Yeah, it's just uncastable. So we're just going to end. Lightning Helix would be nice there if I had the mana, but I didn't get to start with a lot of cards in my hand, so I gotta be really picky about the cards that I choose to keep. Maybe I should have kept the land, but I think I still discard the land here. I think Burst Lightning can just be a little bit more valuable. We're just gonna buff some guys. We're gonna exile some stuff. Yeah, and I think we just deal 4 damage to target player. See if he wants to counter it. He does not want to counter it. Cool. I lose Boros Charm no matter what there, so just dealing 4 damage is better than nothing. Ultima? Yeah, you can. I guess. Can't really stop it. Bivouac is nice. I can still get up to 4 damage with this Burst Lightning, so I'm good with that. He's got open mana for Demolition Field, so I don't think animating Bivouac is good unless I'm inviting a Demolition Field here. I think I want to wait until he like has to tap out for something, and then I can animate the land. He's got so many Demolition Fields, Jesus Christ. This is not in my favor right now, though, that's for sure. Oh, I think I want to wait a turn. I think, because I can Burst Lightning right now. Resolve. That's fine. Because I can Burst Lightning on his end step to try and see if he'll counter it, and then that'll put him... If he doesn't counter it, that puts him to 3 life, which is in range of a Lightning Helix. So he does have to be a bit more careful on that. Did he discard? He discarded a Split Up, which is absolutely fair. There's no creatures in play. Let's see if he wants to counter a kicked Burst Lightning. He does not want to counter it. I am genuinely worried about what this guy's going to counter. I'm going to attempt to draw 2 cards. No, he does not care about that. Drawing 2. That's a Lightning Helix. I want to wait. If he taps out here, I win the game. Yeah, we're going to add red. Result. Yeah, we'll take that action. I'll get basics into play, that's fine. You do that. Does he do it again? Sure. I might be telling here, by the way, but I don't really think it matters. Because if he does it again here, yeah, he doesn't do it again. He doesn't put that risk on himself. I want him to use more mana, but he's not going to cast really anything right now. I'm gonna go to my turn. I want to wait a little bit more. I don't feel comfortable in casting this Lightning Helix. And I can do it literally any time. And this guy is not going to win very easily. This guy is going to take a while to actually win the game. Considering that I'm at 22, I have the time. I can wait. This is probably my best opportunity. Boom. Get fucked! Alright, game 2. My opponent is choosing who will play first. It's probably going to be them. Yeah, 100% they are. Yeah, this seems like a very keepable hand. I have a creature and I have removal. And since I don't know what my opponent is on, the downside is I just don't have untapped red mana right away. But we can play the slow game. I can play Sundown Pass first and play a much slower game. Don't tell me I'm facing another control deck. That's actually going to be really annoying. If I'm facing this control deck again... Oh my god, I'm totally facing this control deck again. I'm not going to slam down a creature or Cool But Rude. I'm just going to hold up interaction. Sure, we'll resolve. If possible, I'd like to get them to start burning their counter spells, so I'm just going to attempt to Lightning Helix them and see if they have a response. They don't care. Cool. And I think we're just going to pass the turn here. I can pitch this Mako and then reanimate it with a Lorehold Charm on a separate turn, if need be. Which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, we'll Burst Lightning you just for fun. Again, I'm just trying to gauge whether or not they'll want to counter it. They will want to counter it. Beautiful. Took 3, but countered that. That is hilariously good for me. And we're just gonna put this into play right away and hope they don't have a Get Lost in their hand, just itching to play it. They're stuck on 2 mana. That's so rough for this type of deck. It's Jeskai? Okay, that's even better for me. Because they're stuck on 2 lands. They don't have access to red. Which means games 2 and 3 are going to be rough, though. But we're going to Lightning Helix them again. I'm going to attempt to force them to use counter magic here. They don't want to. Animate my creature. Or is this going to be a step too far? That's the step too far. Gotcha. I should have done that one first, eh? That would make sense. I think... Oh, we're just going to pursue the pest. Pitch a get lost, because I don't think I need it right now. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're just going to put that into play right now while I can. Because then I can upgrade this. They'll take 4 damage every time I discard a card. And then if I draw a land, I can attempt to pursue the past. I didn't draw a land, but that's fine, because we're just going to do this. And we'll play an Inti just for fun. They don't have an answer for Inti. That is so unfortunate for them. Next turn, I can double activate Coolbit Roots to pitch 2 cards to deal them 8 damage if I want to, which would be lethal with an Inti attack. I have a feeling they might be playing like a Jeskai Rev deck. Unfortunately, it's another control deck. I, again, just don't have things that deal with control very easily. And I don't know what style of deck they're on. They're most likely not a creature version. I don't know if they care about Graveyard enough, and I only saw like 3 cards out of their deck. So they have a huge advantage, but I think what I want to do is just do something similar like I did last time. Remove the Seam Rips, remove 2 Burst Lightnings. We're going to add Boros Charms into the deck. I think I just want to add Soul Guide Lanterns just in case they are... I don't think adding 2 of them is good, though. I just want to add the 1 for now. And then I'll add Torpor Orb. No. I don't think Torpor Orb's actually that good. What else do I really care about? I really didn't see anything. If they play Seam Rips, Reckweight is actually pretty decent, and then I'll just keep another Burst Lightning in. That's fine. Okay. Just taking a guess, a shot in the dark as to some of the cards they are playing. I'm assuming they will have at least one Seam Rip in their deck. Should make Reckweight a little better. But this hand does not make anything look better. This is much better. I think what I want to do is pitch a Coolbit Rood. And go from here. I am also going to play a tapped land. I'd rather shock in a Foundry. Yeah. Let's see if my opponent has the counterspell. They do not. Instant, unpunished. Love it. 4 color Shattered Sanctum, what? Is this 4 color control? What is this deck? They could be playing a lot of different decks here. I think I just want to pursue. We're just going to pitch a Fear. We're just going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, land drop, super important in this deck. I kind of need early land drops. So, and I have a lot I can do here. If they choose to... They're just going to rip me, that's fine. My Lorehold Charm gets worse with rips, but that's a-okay with me. Just means I don't get to discard a whole heck of a lot. But we're going to level this up. And actually, I can probably just cast Pursue and see if they'll let it off, because if they do, I just pop this Lorehold Charm out of here and draw 2 cards. Pop them for 2, which is nice. I do have a Fear, which is going to also get me an additional 2 damage on my turn. And then I have Boros Charms, Lightning Helixes to help protect. Really? Okay, I'm probably dead here. I pitched Loreholds, and this would have been the perfect time to punish them for that. I hope I draw into it here. Because if I don't, I think I'm dead. I think I'm just... Yeah, I think I'm just dead. There's just... no way, eh? That is unfortunate. Oh, I should have probably activated this. I think I lose this because I don't activate here. Even though it is a random card, it's very unlikely I'm going to pitch the Lorehold Charm. We're just gonna try and make him waste mana. He doesn't have it. Ooh. That's actually really good. Is it worth the pain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. He has Jeskai. If he's gonna cast Jeskai Rev, he's gonna cast Jeskai Rev at the end of my turn. So I think I'm just gonna wait. Inevitable defeat, eh? Let's make him think about it. Sure. I don't think I want to use this Get Lost on the Rest in Peace. I don't really care too much about my graveyard in that way, but it is something I can do. Just don't know. Yeah, that's fine. He got 2 kickers off of it. So, it is what it is. He goes up to 5, and then he loses his loot. So he's probably just finding a replacement loot, which wouldn't surprise me. The fact that this just straight exiles is annoying, because I could have given it indestructible if it was like a Get Lost, but unfortunately I don't get that option, which sucks. I'm hoping he doesn't find a loot, though. I'm hoping he did not find one, but I have a feeling it's not going to matter soon. Yeah, it was somehow worse than I expected it to be, but it is what it is. He found nothing. Okay. So... yeah, you cast them at that point, and he exiled 2 counterspells off the top, which does not do anything for him. So that's very good for me. I think we're just going to pop a Lightning Helix here while he's undeterred. But I'm probably losing this game after that Paradigm, because he's just going to get 3 cards at the start of his... yeah, he's just going to get... oh, there's the loot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just dead. I don't think there's a way of coming back, but at least I know what type of deck I'm playing against. And it's always... this is a very interesting one, that's for sure. I'm not drawing any cards here, but I want to see more of his deck. I know I'm losing. I want to see what else is in his deck, so I can better prepare for Game 3. Because at this point, that's all I'm doing, is just preparing for Game 3. Is he Jeskai Revving? He's Jeskai Revving. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he Jeskai Rev me on my own stuff? That is perfectly fair. I want him to exile, like, all his Jeskai Revs right now. Hold on. 4 greater. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he just gets free Jeskai Revs. Yeah, I'm super dead here. There's not much I can do. I can still kill one of his monks, but yeah, there's just nothing I can do. This guy has infinite mana. And the Paradigm allows him to cast Jeskai Rev if he... I wanted him to exile more than 1 Jeskai Rev, though. But that was just not in the cards. I'll actually float mana this time, instead of being dumb. It wouldn't surprise me if he has the other one in his hand. We'll just hit this first. Yeah. Sure. I was kind of hoping he would cast something else that would tell me what was more in his deck, but... probably gonna try and find a negate here. No, he just lets it go through. Well, I get one turn to figure it out. And he probably has the counter spell for it. Wouldn't surprise me. He leaves mana open. That is actually surprising. He didn't even want to leave up 2 mana to potentially counter the thing I'm going to play. Okay. I think he's got to pitch a card here. He's got to pitch 2. Paradigm Rip. Okay, yeah. You can do this and blow up the board. You draw a card off your loot, but you don't get to kill me. I can potentially come back. I've not been drawing into any of my creatures. So there is a potential I could do more, but now I'm better prepared to go into game 3. And he went through like all of his Jeskai revs. So I think he might have like 1 left in the deck at this point, but because of Rest in Peace, they're all exiled. So even if he had a way to like get them back from his graveyard, he's not doing that. That is unfortunate though. That's probably an oversight in my deck build. You had a Lightning Helix. Why would you bother animating the dude? That doesn't make any sense. I was tapped out. Just cast Lightning Helix. What? I feel like I was missing something there, but I'm very unsure. Okay, so we're just going to cut this because it just makes it significantly worse since he's playing Rips. And I think just because the style of deck that he's playing, I'm going to bring in a Braid. Wreck Raid was such a good card to bring in. Unfortunately, I didn't really see it that game, but a Braid definitely needs to come in. And I could put Authority in the deck because if he is mainly doing like Jeskai Rev shenanigans, that could help, though that is probably going to be the first target off of Jeskai Rev to bounce. I can also bring in High Noons, but realistically that's not going to help as much. But it could help with multiple, like if he's casting multiple paradigms, at least he's just milling himself at that point, and he can't cast anything. So I think what I want to do, like, what are the cards do I not want? I think I want to trim Inties. I think keeping 1 in the deck is good, but I think I just want to trim Inties. Boros Trim's fine. And we're just going to add the High Noons. Because he has a high potential, if he gets up there, to cast multiple paradigms. He also has the potential just to kill the High Noons, which is fine if he wants to waste his mana doing that. But yeah, this is good. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. I gotta come out strong on this one. The big thing is he's not going to do a crazy amount to me right away. It won't be until turn 4 where shit goes crazy, because that's when he'll be playing a loot. But I do have an Abrade to stop a loot, so I don't think he's going to fully expect it. I'm hoping he doesn't actually expect it. Oh, and I have a lower hold turn for it. I don't want to discard to the Cool But Rude ability just yet, because I don't want to lose some of these cards. These cards are very, very good. And I can bait certain things from him. Okay. I'm just going to attempt a Lightning Helix on Insta. Because again, if he's countering my damage spells, that's much better for me. I think I just want to get it to life. I don't really care. But again, we're not activating Cool But Rude. I don't want to lose these cards just yet. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, I can't counter your spell, dude. And yeah, I got nothing in my graveyard. I don't know why I checked. I should have known that. just hoping to top deck, I think, Fear. I think Fear is probably one of my better top decks. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Attempt to abrade your loot. Sure. You can draw. Sure. We'll just get the counterspell, and then we'll make you sack it anyways. Mako's not terrible. Do I just want to discard Mako? I think I just want to discard Mako. I don't think putting in a Mako is really that good right now. So I just don't have any other ways of discarding and making it bigger at the moment. I think if I pitch Mako and hopefully get something better, because if he plays a Rest in Peace here, let's just cycle and see what I can get. Just a land. Yeah, I can't do anything against a Rest in Peace then. I was hoping to pitch Mako into something better than a land and reanimate it, but it is what it is. Okay, what do we got? Another cool but rude. Yeah, I think I'm okay with playing a cool but rude. Okay. We're just gonna level up. What do I want? It's a very good question. What do I want? I really just don't like these cards in my hand. I don't think they're doing anything. So I would rather pitch some cards to draw cards. So I think I just want Pursue. And I hope I don't... Oh, I fucking discarded it immediately. That's so shitty. Alright. Well, this is where I'm at. I can get lost this on the end step, though. Sure. Can't do anything there. Ooh, I was really hoping to pitch, like, the get lost out of everything there. But... just pop this. Whatever. Force you to do something about it. Yeah, you're... This guy, man. This guy, man. He just has every answer. Why? Why? I don't need lands right now, game. I need actual answers. Mako's not bad because I can pitch it for 2 mana and possibly get something better. Why are you... 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, you have Jeskai Rev. That's fun. You could also have just casted that on my end step. I don't know why you didn't bother doing that at all. You had the mana to do it. Pretty sure, unless... Oh no, you tapped out for inevitable defeat. Never mind. He doesn't have Jeskai Rev. What was the point of shocking in the fountain? That was just unnecessary damage. That's definitely an oversight. I drew every single Verge over the course of 3 turns. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. My guy, if you could name me a white counterspell in Standard right now, like, this move makes sense. But the fact that you don't understand how counterspells work in Magic really is weird. Sure. You can have it. Not a single white counterspell in Standard right now, so I honestly don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, fuck. No! Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I really wish they let you take that back. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Just preemptively moved it, didn't even register in my head what I was doing at that time frame. That is so dumb of me. This is also really dumb of him to do this on my end step. Because he can just pump these guys and then swing for lots of damage. Which is what he should be doing, instead of doing it there. I think he holds this, animates this, does it right now on his turn, and that would maximize damage. Yeah, he's just not. He's just waiting. Like, he's playing as if I'm a blue player, even though he should know by now I am anything but a blue player. So this is a gigantic misplay on his part, because he might have counter spells, he might do something, but he's also inviting me to find a way around it, and which is not something you should be doing. Nothing is ever just safe or free in standard, especially when you're playing against like these random non-control aggro style decks where I just can output either damage or board wipes or something you're just not prepared for. But just like everything else in Magic, it'll go unpunished, unfortunately. So we're 1-1 so far. So let's see what we're like in game 3. Alright, round 3. Let's see. Is this person going to be a Dimir control deck? I'm gonna keep this. This is slow, but it's doable. If he's anything like his mascot here, he'll be running that exact card in this deck, so. He's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna pitch into to Fear, I think. So we can hold Open Lorehold Charm and just get Inti back. Depending on what my opponent does here, I still don't know if he's going to be 3 or more. It's 3 color. That's fine. I got a Lorehold Charm. I don't care. So we're going to wait and see what my opponent does. I really don't want to jump the gun on this. Unless he's inviting me to. He's probably going to kill it again. But that's fine. What am I missing in this graveyard? A sorcery? Which will be Pursue, so I think it's just better if I play this instead of Pursue. So then I can just pitch it. Sundown Pass, and now I'm holding Open Lorehold Charm, Get Lost. And yeah, we're gonna tap that guy and try and go for maximum damage. Come on, baby. Get there. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So he is gonna be a control deck. Why am I just going up like 3 control decks in a row? Is kind of wild. But I guess that's just what standard seems to be filled with. I feel like aggro still is taking over certain aspects. Yeah, Mr. Discard. So he's Sultai Discard? That seems weird. Yeah, you can take my card that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna take an Inti. You get a Get Lost out of it. That's fine. Oh, Seam Rip. That is one of the best cards I could have grabbed. Oh, that's so good for me. That's so good. This creature's gone. I'm going to play this cool but rude. We're going to level it up immediately because I got nothing else to do. I don't have a card to discard to Inti, but that's fine. Because on my next turn, I could just have a card to discard to Pursue the Past. I think, that was honestly like one of the best exiles I could have had. I think he only exiled land or milled lands there, so literally just lands. Ral is powerful, but not in this current board state. He does a lot though. but he doesn't have anything to get back for blockers. And I don't think I care enough about Ral to, like, really do anything. It's what, 2, 4, 6... Yeah, no, I just win. Just attack for lethal. Pitch a card. Yeah, like, that's just uber lethal. It's 9 points of damage, so... Not much he can do there, but I do know what he's doing. So we need to take out some of the bad cards in the deck. Unfortunately, Seamrip is only really good against, like, a couple of his cards. So I don't really care too much about that. Get Lost is really good. Burst Lightnings are okay. I think I can swap out some level of Burst Lightnings for, like, Wilts. And we definitely want to get rid of some cards here. So we can trim down on Inti. We can trim down on Get Losts. I think I'm going to keep in the full thing of Seam Rips, just in case. And... oh, this is an Oculus deck. So Authority is actually not a terrible card to play against them. What do I want to take out for Authority? Probably just trim a Lorehold Charm for Authority. I think I'm okay. Because the Wilts will kill at least... hopefully the Wilts will kill one Oculus, and that should put me in, like, a really good position. If I'm able to kill an Oculus. Yeah, this is good. I can just Soul Guide Lantern turn 1. I'm super okay with that. Yeah, I don't really care. We're jamming the Soul Guide Lantern. Because now he has to not put his Oculus in the graveyard. So he has to trick me into cracking it in some way. So that is kind of the goal. If he counters Coolbutt Root, I'm fine. Because then I can just go Marauding Mako Inti. But if he doesn't counter Coolbutt Root, that just gives me open avenues for, like, Mako Pursue the Past on my next turn. Destroy it? Sure. That's fine. That still gives me avenues to do Mako Pursue. Because I'm not going to hardcast Inti. Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
You really should take my advice.
Just milled the land? Okay. He's got 3 cards in his graveyard, so I do have to just pull a Coolbutt Root. That's so funny. That is actually hilarious. I'd just rather slam that, actually. I'll do Pursue another turn. He has 2 cards in his graveyard. Okay. He needs a total of 6 cards to be able to cast Oculus Hardcast. So he needs to, if he has it in hand, he needs to start putting cards in his graveyard. So that's 4 cards. Okay. He's probably going to have a removal for Coolbutt Root. Yeah. Sure, you got it. He really just dislikes Coolbutt Roots. So rude. Lightning Helix is pretty fun. I think we're just gonna do this and pitch an Inti. And then I think what I do is we just pass the turn. No attack. End. I really don't like this Iron Shield. I have to trick him into essentially going down to a low enough hand that I can either double Lightning Helix it or just straight kill it in some way. Lorehold Charm kills Monument, which is hilarious right now. I can trick him into activating Iron Shield Elf, and it would kill the Monument. afterwards. He would probably discard all of his cards, but we're going to make him actually just discard his whole hand right now. He doesn't. That is very shocking.
You really should take my advice.
I expected him to at least pitch one card, bare minimum. Which means those cards are very good for him. He can attack me for 3 if he wants, I don't care. Okay. That is very scary, by the way, that he did that. So, I think what I want to do... What's he at? God, Ral is so close. I can just Lightning Helix Ral, though. I don't really care. I could just double Helix Ral right now, which is fine. He doesn't have anything in his graveyard. Does he get anything back? Turn target creature card to your battlefield. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip this artifact right now just in case he has that in his hand. And then we're just going to rip double Helix on this guy and just really make him have nothing. And hope that does enough. And we are not going to swing Mako into this guy because I don't want to lose my Mako. He just top decked another one. I'm gonna say that probably wasn't top decked, but I'm still annoyed. But on my turn, I'm just gonna pursue anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Seam Rip's good. Never mind, I guess I'm not gonna pursue. Seam Rip's good. He's gonna get another. He's gonna probably get his copy back here, but I'm gonna start dealing some damage. So we're gonna attack Ral. Really make him either put this creature into play or uptick. He's gonna uptick. Okay. So he's got something in his hand. He's got to start from scratch on his graveyard. And if I lore hold, it's going to be funny if I pull into a lore hold, so I can get that back. This card's not that good to me right now, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pitch it. And we're going to draw 2 cards. Both those cards are very good. And we're going to see if he has a blocker for Ral. Does he have the kill spell? He does have the kill spell for Ral, which is interesting. Does he neg 2 here? No, he just upticks. Okay. Yeah, he's at 5 out of 6. I genuinely believe he has something here. We're just going to put Ral down to 1. And we're going to draw a card. See what we get. I'm hoping it's a Lore Hold Charm, because then I can bring into play that. It is not a Lore Hold Charm. Do I just kill Ral? No, that would give him his 6th card. Not worth. We're going to wait. That's fine. Because if he just hard casts an Oculus from his hand, I can just kill it instantly. And then he's a far cry away from Ral. So we're just gonna wait. I'll just need, like, the immediate answer to Ral, really. Yeah.
Prepare and profit.
He's casting Oculus right now. That's fine. It's not going to make it to my upkeep, hopefully. Unless he has the actual... He doesn't have the counter spell, which is fine. We just kill Oculus. Okay. So now I need the answer for Ral. That's all I need. Are you kidding me, game? What is this garbage? Just gets an Oculus anyways. That's so dumb, man. It is what it is. He needs to neg 2 and get Oculus right now, yeah. That's just so unfortunate for me.
So eager to.
Okay, I just need Day of Judgment. Day of Judgment right now puts me back in contention. Yeah, he put the creature in play. I drew Inti! That's so bad for me. That's so bad. Oh, I'm so dead here. There is just no chance of me surviving this. And now he has a card to protect his elf. Day of Judgment would have been the best thing to draw, and I did not draw it. Split up here is still fine, in all honesty. Because the only thing that stays is his iron shield, but I'm okay with that. Okay, Day of Judgment it is. Still don't get it. I fuck. I hate that. Yeah, I don't care. You can flip that guy. I'm gonna lose, so... I think we're just gonna pitch a Pursue the Past and deal him some damage. And hope it's enough. My Wilt no longer kills this, by the way, because it's a card 6. So we'll see what happens. Definitely not enough. You gonna make me lose 3? Yeah. What is that? 10. Oh, that's enough. That's 15, yeah. Unfortunate. The cards I needed, I just didn't draw. It was just how the game goes sometimes. Just is what it is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I probably should have just put this in the deck. And we can brick a Seam Rip out of the deck. And we'll call that done. Because nothing else I can do. I don't think any of the other cards in my deck are actually going to be really good against this. Like, maybe Wreck Raid for the monuments, but that's really it. And I don't think it's going to be good enough. But this might be, because we're going to start with an authority. And then we can go Fear into Pitching Pursue? No. Yeah, we'll just start with a Mako, actually. Because then I can go next turn, Fear, Pitching Pursue. And he's just making me want to, like, Lightning Helix the Bookworm. But we're going to wait on Lightning Helixing the Bookworm. We'll give him one more time with the Bookworm. We're going to pitch Pursue. He gets one turn with it. What are you doing with it? Absolutely nothing. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna Lightning Helix your one. Bookworm! Sure. We're just gonna Lightning Helix your Bookworm. Yeah, no protection. Let's go. He's probably got a kill spell, though. So he's going to kill probably Fear, because Fear is probably the best thing to kill on my board right now. If he hardcasts it, I'm going to be so upset. But I do have the Wilt. He did not hardcast it. Yay for me. I can keep open a Wilt to deal with that. So I'm good with that. He's got a much higher chance of killing me before I kill him, just because it's 3 versus 2, so I really need to draw something here. Lightning Helix is a good card to draw right now, so we're just going to hold open mana. Because if he decides to try and cast some stuff without backup, we at least have a way to stop it, though I don't really like the Botanical Sanctum there. Yeah, we'll just place on the pass, and we'll pass. Not doing much to his blocker there. If he pitches, I think I just make him discard his whole hand. I'm just gonna make him discard his hand, which I'm fine with. Just gonna hit me for 3 life, probably. Oh, make a treasure token, okay. So this will net him neutral. Gains me 3 life too, which is nice, but it nets him neutral. Which is what I'm trying to prevent, is card advantage. That's fine, you can have your bookworm. I'm gonna gain a life. Yay. He went empty-handed. What, to get another bookworm? Because you're going to have to discard off of bookworm. You're forced to. Oh, but then he'll draw off monument. No, he can't draw off monument.
Always pay attention.
He'll have to be forced to make me lose 3 life. That is interesting. That's so funny. I can actually just straight get rid of the elf. That's pretty funny. Oh no, he did. Why did it gray it out earlier? That's so weird. Okay, so I can't kill the elf. I thought so. It just looked like I could. We're gonna wait. I don't want to be too rash here. Strategic Betrayal is an interesting card. Yeah, I can't really do too much against that. But my Wilt becomes cheaper, which is really fun here. So I can just kill the Iron Shield Elf, or I can kill Ral Zedok if I need to. Just kind of what I'm aiming for here is probably just to kill Ral. It's gonna come at me. We're just gonna kill this thing. Okay, and you're gonna deal 3 to me. Absolutely. You can have it. Kill Ral. I just don't want them having a lot of advantages here. Because they don't have a lot of cards. Oh, that's a solid thing for not having any cards. I'm about it. So he's probably going to pitch his hand to try and draw a card if he doesn't like the card in his hand. Yes, that was absolutely the call. Draws an additional... I hope he does not draw removal, because he pitched removal. And we're going to start swinging with a land. He drew removal. Are you fucking kidding me? I feel like he drew removal here. I can see you highlighting it. What are you going to do? You going to cast it? Lose 3 life? Oh, you're just going to do that. Okay. Unfortunately, he can't block with it. But... I can still swing with my dude. Requisition Hex, and he has no open black mana. That is good to note. But this does actually kill me. Oh, he's actually going to be forced to discard it. That's so funny. And then he'll draw a card off this. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to do this. Put a counter on it. Boop. That's all I got. That's the whole game plan. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Alrighty, this is where it gets really dangerous. Yeah, he's only doing that. He's not gonna let me keep attacking with my bivouac. Not without infinitely blocking it. This is a bit rough. Ooh, Coolbit Root's nice, though. I don't hate that. I'm not going to level it up, though, right away. I'm going to wait until next turn to level it up, if he doesn't have an answer to it. This is very unfortunate because I don't have a Soul Guide Lantern, so I can't, like, rip it out and just, like, brick his entire graveyard, so he can't hard cast it. And he's hard casting it. Fuck me. That's so not good for me. Like, yeah, I gained 2 life off of this, but this is still not good for me. He should be attacking with both. I don't know why he's not attacking with the shield. Like, I guess I can hit him for 4. Oh, no, yeah, no, hitting him for 4 there would just be super lethal. Never mind. He actually has to hold that up. Sure. You get to manifest dread. I gain a life. Okay, what can I do here? Wilt? Is that a good card right now? It might be. So I can just kill this. And then I think I just put a Pursue the Past in the graveyard. I think that's the plan. Pursue the Past, yes. Put that in the grave. It'll pop him for 2, put him to 5. Which makes, like, Lightning Helix really good in this situation. How many Lightning Helixes have I used? 3 out of 4. Very unlikely I'm going to get Lightning Helix. I could get a Burst Lightning, which would be enough. So we'll see what I'm able to do. Because he can't kill me. It's 4, 7, 9, plus a 3 is 12. It's just not enough. But I need the answer on my turn. Absolutely. Yeah, and he can't actually attack me at all with everything, or he instantly loses the game. And if he casts another creature, it puts him a little off mana to do so, but... Or off power, because he's going to give me free life, so it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And he has to pitch a card, which is probably going to make me lose 3. He should not be drawing cards there. You should be making me lose life. If I haven't lost life during your turn, you should just make me instantly lose life off of Monument. Pursue's great, but I can't cast it from my hand right now. So we're gonna pitch Pursue to Pursue. We're gonna draw 2 cards. Lantern is good if he didn't already have an Oculus. We're gonna kill Oculus. That's fine. What's he at? 17 cards left in his library. This is for all the marbles. He keeps drawing cards. He's not actually dealing me damage, which is something to note. Because the further he puts me, the more he doesn't do damage to me, the more chances that I have to come back. Unfortunately, the Soul Guide Lantern just isn't doing enough. And my land is not going to win me the game because he's going to kill me here. That is so unfortunate for me. I needed an answer way sooner, and unfortunately I just didn't get it. Alrighty, 4th round. Let's see, 1 land is not really doing much, even though I do have double Burst Lightning. I would prefer a secondary. This hand is sweet though. You get rid of this Get Lost, and you give me a Plains or like a Sacred Foundry in this slot, and this hand goes kind of hard. But unfortunately I can't keep it. It's just not enough mana. This I can keep though. And we can just pitch a Lorehold Charm, because we don't need 2 Lorehold Charms in my opening hand. Unfortunately, my lands are going to be a bit slow, because I'm going to be playing 2 tapped lands back to back. Though I am going to play the Restless Bivouac in hopes that I draw a land so this doesn't come to play untapped. And I do have a turn 1. Like, I have a 1-drop, which is nice. Okay. What's with all these control Darksburn? I'm not going to play this because I don't know what my opponent's on, and I don't want my Cool But Rude to get hit. Oh, okay. That's pretty fun. Let's just deal you some damage. I can make him sack it. Seam Rip doesn't deal with it, but this will. See if he has the... He does not have the counter for it. We're just going to hold on to Seam Rip. Nice. It's going to make me mill 3. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't really care. In fact, my Lorehold Charm should have told you that I prefer certain things in my graveyard. So that is super nice of you. Appreciate. Let me take your dude. And we're going to play Cool But Rude, and then we're going to pass. Because now I can level up Cool But Rude, pitch a card to pursue the pass, deal him 2 damage, and get some value out of this. And hope to draw into some pretty sweet cards. Yeah, Strixhaven is such a cool set, though. I love the different types of decks that are coming out of this, and how many new decks... Like, why would you... I'm just bouncing that to my hand? Okay. I feel like that was probably not the right call, but it was a call. We're just gonna... I don't want you to mill me indefinitely, so we're just gonna do that. He hasn't been milling me, like, terrible cards anyways. It's all cards that I genuinely just don't really care enough about. I think what I'm gonna do, though, is we're gonna level this up. And I have a Burst Lightning, so I'm just gonna pass. Tidebender? Sure. You can do that. Sure. I can level it up again, because it doesn't turn off the abilities, because it's not an artifact creature or planeswalker. So. We're just gonna pass. I have Burst Lightning, I can kill it if I want to. Sure. Do this and kill your dude. I feel like this whole interaction was not good for you. Genuinely speaking, I think you wasted so much effort on that. Just for me to do it again. Like, you are time walking me, I guess, but it's just not helping you. And you gave me an attacker. Yeah, we'll actually pitch a Burst Lightning because I can't kill a Restless Reef easily with a Burst Lightning with how much I'm tapping my mana. So I'd rather just have a creature that I could play, and actually Mako is one of the best draws here. So we'll see. He's probably gonna kill Mako, which is fine. But this is a very interesting deck. It's a nice little mill deck. We haven't seen, like, interactive mill decks in a while, because the last mill deck that was in the format was the one from Aether Drift. Yeah, we're just gonna kill that one. I will keep the nice Mako. That seemed like a terrible play, but we will pursue. Oh, we're gonna pursue so hard into fear of missing out. Pitch a card, draw a card. Oh, with Lorehold Charm, it's so good. And I'm not. I'm actually gonna decline because I want to keep that card. So Lorehold Charm goes hard right now. So. I think we just attack. It's 5. I don't need to do anything. I just do this, and then attempt to win the game. And I win. Okay. So we're gonna go to game 2. This is a very weird mill deck, though. I'm worried that he probably is running that artifact from Aether Drift, because that was the old style of this mill deck. I don't know if he's running the board wipe, but it would make sense if he is running at least one copy of that board wipe. So that is something I got to worry about as well. So I do need to make sure that this is a quicker style game. I don't think High Noon's going to be really relevant in this case. He only really had the one ETB trigger. He could be running some level of ETB triggers, but I don't think it's gonna be that simple. What do I not want against this deck is probably the best way to start this conversation. And it's probably just Seam Rips. Like, yeah, it can deal with some stuff, but Burst Lightning can deal with whatever else it can hit, and then I just need Abrades, Wreck Raids, and maybe a Boros Charm or two. I could go down by an Inti and add Boros Charms to the deck. Because they're gonna have the black suite of interaction, which is all gonna be just destruction interaction. So this should iron out the kinks. Alright, so unfortunately my opponent did not come back. That is a free win for me though. I don't really like it, so we're gonna have to scratch that one out of the win pile. Alright, final round is here. I actually pretty like this hand. Turn 1, I don't have any plays anyways, so Sundown Pass is the easy option. I didn't start I don't think I started a single game. It's actually kind of interesting. Cecil, I don't mind dealing me some damage. I can gain life off Lightning Helix, and I can just straight up kill it with a Get Lost if need be. But we're going to be pretty much at the same health for quite a while. And I don't really want to play a Fear. I just want to hold back some mana. Because I can Lightning Helix if need be. I can do some fun, funky little shenanigans. So we got options. I think I just want to kill. I don't want him to draw 2 cards. I just want him to draw 1. Yeah, just drawing 1's fine. And then we're going to play this. And one more turn before. We're just going to pitch Pursue. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll pitch Pursue. He's probably going to kill this anyways, which means I can just lower hold, charm it back. I got another one I can play if need be, so Pursue's the fine one to pitch there. And I got 2 kill spells, and I'm definitely just going to let him hit me to reduce his health. It'll make my job a lot easier. Yeah, we just don't block here. He's going to go down to 14, unless he's got Kaito. But I have an answer to Kaito anyways, so I don't really care if he's got Kaito. It's fine.
Jealous of my the housewarming party has arrived. Information is its own weapon.
It's interesting that he binned that kill spell. But oh, that's fine. Okay. That makes sense, but that's fine, because we just go Murder Kaito, and
I'm definitely lost.
Just play another Fear Missing Out, pitch a Mountain, and I think we're pretty good here. He might have another kill spell, but I think binning the Bitter Triumph was definitely not a good idea. So let's see what he does. Doesn't want to do anything here. I think I just want to play another Fear. And we're just going to pitch Inti. I don't really... I think the other cards in my hand are just way better than that. So do... Oh, Drowner? Yeah, Drowner's fine. We're going to tap down this guy. Sure. Enter. That's fine. I can have another Fear, and I have an Inti in my graveyard. Okay. He can't really do much with his Drowner. It's not like it's able to really do anything. Get a land out of it. Perfect. And then he's probably gonna crack some more maps, because it feels like he just doesn't have much. I think we just attempt a Lightning Helix here, just to make him waste some cards out of his hand. Which is nice. Because it means that he doesn't get information off the map if it succeeds. But if it doesn't succeed, then that gets rid of a counterspell that was potentially in his hand. And we'll see if it was worth it. It was worth it. As long as it didn't reveal, like, a permanent, I was pretty okay with that play. Well, this dude's just got nothing. Not much going for him. Another Lorehold Charm is very fun. So I think what I want to do is we just Lorehold for Inti. And then we Lorehold for a draw spell. And I don't attack, because there's just no point. Okay, it's a 3/4. It was gonna, yeah, it was gonna hit eventually, but he can't really attack. I think I just gain some life, draw some cards, or at least try and force him to use some magic. He does not care. Cool. I'm gonna draw a couple cards, and then we're going to exile top card of my library. Hopefully we get some answers. Tidebender is interesting. You want a Tidebender Inti. That is very interesting, eh? I think I'm interested in cycling to get another trigger off of Inti. Unfortunately, it was all for nothing. But I only drew lands there. But I do have a couple Pursues the Past. The biggest problem here is that he's just got a crap ton of creatures. He could be swinging at me with these 1/1s, by the way, and he's just not doing it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but I'm just gonna pitch the Sacred Foundry because it's the only land that comes into play and hurts me to come into play untapped. Wow, that's actually hilariously bad, but we're just gonna do another one. We'll just pitch the Verge. And we'll play a Mako for fun. I really don't know what he has, but it worries me. Because I can't attack him at all. My creatures just aren't big enough. Pursues will help me make Mako at least big, but he's got Death Touchers. So it does make it a bit more challenging. He is coming after me, that is for sure. I just lose 2 creatures no matter what I do here. But I'm more interested in actually, like, killing the land than anything else. The fact that he milled himself is very interesting as well. It's all just lands. Well, we're just gonna hit that. There's no reason not to. Pursue the Past will require me to discard a card. I really don't want to discard my land. Or does it matter? What am I at? 32 cards? It matters because if I don't draw into another land, I can't play the Lightning Helix, so it's better if I wait. And I can hold up Lightning Helix. I can't kill that with a Lightning Helix. That's a bad card, because that's going to probably kill a Mako or a Fear. So I really need to get an answer soon. It's fine. I think I'm interested in doing this and then seeing if this works. Because either way, he's going to flip Cecil, so I just need to make sure he doesn't have a counterspell for it. He had the counterspell for it. Ugh! Yeah, I need a board wipe. I need to draw into Day or Split Up. None of those were the cards I needed. If I go 4 mana, I'm left with what? 1, 2, 3. I'm left with 4 mana. So this is my best bet. We're going to pitch Mako. I didn't get it. That actually sucks so much. Oh, I lose this so hard right now. I lose this on so many levels. I could have removed Cecil with Seam Rip, and I completely blocked it for some reason, and I don't know why I blocked it. You know, all this stuff is indestructible. So we're just going to bounce off the 2-1 here. There's just no reason not to. It's just going to gain a bunch of life. And I just straight lose the game. Oh my god, that's so cringe. Genuinely cringe. Oh my god, I didn't get anything. Well, we're gonna attack for 2 at least. Oh, this hurts. I needed a board wipe here because he only has a kill spell. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. I guess I could have played Cool But Rude, but it's not doing me any favors. But I could have. I literally just play Cool But Rude here, and it should be fine. Actually, I was supposed to lore Hold Charm in response to the attack trigger, because when I draw a card here, it could be, like, removal, and I could stop something from getting indestructible. Ugh, I messed up once, and now I'm just playing terribly. So we block here, we block here. Keep my creatures. He's gonna remove one of them because he absolutely has to. And then I'm gonna lose the game. Yeah. I'm just gonna lose the game now. I probably should have played Inti, though. I don't think it would matter. The thing is, he just has the removal. He can literally cast this at any time. He can pay the life. He's gonna do this. I'm gonna pop this. And then I can do this, which will allow me to block everything here. And possibly just take, like, 1 damage. If he lets me. We're gonna block here, we're gonna block here, and we're gonna block here. Actually, block here. I'll lose the land, it's fine. Whatever. I think I just want to keep these 2 up. Just has so much. I need to, like, not drawn to this at all. Split up would be killer here, actually. A split up here probably puts me back into the running, if not just straight wins me the game. Come on. I hate life. I hate life so much. This is not the life for me. I was really hoping for that. No attacks or I lose the game. And we end the turn with the planes in our hand, just in case I draw into a pursue or something. Yeah, you're just gonna see a planes in my hand, buddy, unfortunately. This is so unfortunate. Like, I was pretty much set to win until I didn't win. Go to 1. Oh, now I draw the split up. I genuinely hate this because I lose to the bat. Oh my god, I lose to the frickin' bat. I finally drew the answer. Oh, that's so frustrating. No. No. Destroy all tapped. Doesn't matter. Play the planes and the turn, because I lose the game off of the deep cavern bats. A turn earlier would have been fine. I could have dealt with it. Like, 2 turns earlier would have been fantastic, like way earlier. But me not seam ripping the Cecil was definitely game losing, and something that I just for some reason didn't see. Can't explain it. That's just bad plays. But we were gonna put an extra split up in the deck, and I think we're just gonna put Authority in the deck, and maybe a couple Boros Trims. So what do I want to take out of the deck? Burst Lightnings are fine. Seam Rips are fine. Get Lost are good. I think I can trim Coolbit Roods. We can trim Inties. We can trim the Charm. And... we'll trim a Seam Rip, I guess. Just to fit everything in. Or I think a Seam Rip's just better than Authority, so we just won't bring in Authority. It's fine. It's fine. I don't like it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So we're gonna play first, obviously. And I don't hate this hand, so we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna play my Sacred Foundry into a Coolbit Rood, and hope they don't have the counterspell for it. Okay, so they didn't play an untapped land, so we're just gonna jam a Coolbit Rood. See what they get. Okay. What are they taking? I think they just take Inti here. Yeah, that's just the best idea. Because I'm just getting lands. That's so unfortunate for me. We're just gonna level it up and go from there. Hopefully we get some good shit. Another bad eye. Unfortunate. I wouldn't mind a Day of Judgment just to like rip everything back, but God. Get me out of here. What is this garbage? I already have to cool but rude. That is actually crazy. Pursue the past is the best option. Thank God I didn't pitch the card I tutored for. This is absolutely crazy. Just so many lands. What is going on? This is wild. I absolutely hate this. Yeah, curiosity is good. I got nothing. Here's gonna draw so many cards. I need a Day of Judgment ASAP. Get this crap off the board. No, I didn't get it. Okay, we're just gonna seam rip. We'll take an Inti. And then we're just gonna play Inti. And we're gonna pass. And then we're probably just gonna pursue next turn, because I'm not blocking anything on this board. I could technically block this and just like double strike it, but it's just not worth it. Just take the full damage. It is what it is. He's probably gonna ninjutsu in. Bounce the siren, probably. No? Okay. Just gonna draw 3 cards. Which is way too many cards. And I can't stop it. And I'm probably gonna lose this. Why did I lose? Lands. Lands is why I lost this game. I just did not draw the cards to deal with the current board state, and he's just gonna hold up and counter magic. He's not gonna care at all. If I attack, he can just animate his land and block it. Like, there's too many things that can happen. But we're just gonna attempt to attack here and see what we do. And we're just gonna pitch this Mako. See what we get. Tidebender, eh? Interesting. So which one are you gonna stop? The Inti? Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Yeah, we'll pitch Mako. Is it really worth it to you? Yeah, I didn't think so. The fact that I am holding this Burst Lightning and probably just going to hit this Curiosity is actively insane. It's the only thing I really need to do. Just remove Curiosity off the board. At least attempt to. I don't know, maybe hitting Tidebender is better in this case, because you could have counterspell. I could have also just hit it on my end step, and it would have done about the same. But at least during here, they can't animate this to make it a 4th creature. So it's literally 3 maximum. So I'm just uber dead here. There's just nothing I can do. Like what? I need both. I need to draw 2 cards this turn, and they need to be
I've trained with the best.
Day of Judgment, Get Lost. And I can't draw 2 cards for 0 mana. So, well, I guess Inti is away, but I'd have to pitch Boros Charm to Inti. Oh, I can't actually pitch anything to Inti. I'd have to pitch it to Coolbit Roots. Which is what we're going to do right now. I'm gonna laugh, he has another Tidebender. He probably does have another Tidebender, actually. He drew like 50 cards. Yeah. Saw that one coming a mile away. Just gonna stop the cool but rude discard trigger, which is fine. I wouldn't be surprised if he just trades here because he can. Like, there's really no reason not to. Because I'm just gonna pursue, pitch a mountain, hope for the best. Best was not here. So that's... I can just kill one of the Tidebenders. And that's really all I can do. So it's 3, 6, 7 points of damage here. I go to 3. Yeah, Day of Judgment, Get Lost is still the thing that I need to come out on top. But again, he's just going to draw so many cards. There's just no hope. There was no way I was going to win this. There's just no way. Sure, you can have it on here. I don't really think it matters. Yeah, just put a stun counter on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I just need Day of Judgment. And then I can maybe deal with the Kaito, but I definitely need Day of Judgment for sure. Is he going to put a stun counter? He is not going to put a stun counter on my guy. Which is... Oh, he can't because he doesn't have 3 mana, but he can draw a card. Which is interesting. I'm just going to pitch Boros Charm. It's just not helping me at all. And neither is that. Just fine. Burst Lightning will deal 2. That will deal 3, so that's 5 total. So I need to find a way to deal 5. And if I do this, it's just a Burst Lightning, so which is what I'm going to do. He took it, surprisingly. That should have just been a free block off of Creature. I drew Day of Judgment. But I lose to Kaito. That... Come on, game! Like, you gave me the out, and I still lose because of Kaito. Oh my god. This sucks, man. This fucking sucks. I don't care. You can kill me with Kaito. I finally got the card I was looking for. You shouldn't bother. Yeah, you're probably just going to remove a counter off your Lockman or draw a card. It genuinely doesn't matter. I lose the game because of Kaito. That's unfortunate. That was unnecessary, but... I was so close. I could have come back from that too. Drawing board wipe for turn and then drawing into a Get Lost would have been the easiest way, but there was just no real easy path other than that. Alright, so fortunately had some really bad luck. Ended up losing 2 games. I feel like I could have also played a bit better. The really egregious mistake was not seeing the seam rip. That was a winnable game, and I instantly lost it by not getting rid of his silly little creature there. That's 7/7. I don't know why I didn't see that as a line, but that is something that I definitely could have won that game had that gone in my favor. Had I seen that play, I would have won instantly. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So with that in mind, a better player would have only lost 1 game, which is good. So it's not like this is a far out of reach kind of thing. I don't know if the discard aspect is what you want to do, or if you want to take a package like this and put it into like almost like an Arabella style deck. Because this card is just kind of insane to be able to just deal out a bunch of damage. So maybe you just put like Lorehold's Charm into maybe like an actual real aggro brew with Arabella instead, and I think it'll probably do a little bit better. I might even just build it and test it anyways, just to see. But from where I'm sitting right now, like, that's probably just a more, just a better version of the deck. But yeah, tell me what you think. I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this deck. I think there's lots of cool new decks coming out in this set, and we actually saw pieces of new decks where Jeskai Rev is utilizing the loot to try and be able to cast big spells a lot faster, including that new Paradigm card, which is insanely powerful for 7 mana. We saw aspects to mill come out, and just upgrades in general to a bunch of different decks that were already in the format. So I'm curious to see what other types of decks people are brewing. I got a few more decks that I want to test out before... I got a few more decks to test out before I finally choose the one that I'm going to take with me to a competitive event, and figure out what we're doing. So, alright, I want to pack in one of the games, so let's end this video with a pack opening. What do we get? Get a wild card, which is nice. I don't really like any of these cards. This is just a sad fate of banning. What do we get? Pensive Professor. Yeah, this is another card I was thinking of to do more of like a slightly control Simic deck. You could do it maybe even Bant style, because increment is crazy. As long as you just cast a spell with CMC higher than the power. I think it's just power, right? Or is it power or toughness? It's power or toughness. So as long as you're able to cast a spell that's bigger than these stats at any point in time, the dude's just, like, your creature's just going to get bigger and bigger, and there's so many interesting cards like this out. So I do want to brew, like, a 2 or 3 color kind of variant. I think I'd start 2 color, and then work my way up to 3, just to give me more options and see if it's something that's actually workable in the format. So... but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, tell me what you think in the comments, and we will try again another time.